Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. Hello, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another vintage gadget test. Today I'm going to be testing this gem, and it is this. And this is the Deluxe ICEPET. Isn't it great? So I found this, like I find all my great vintage treasures, at Savers, and I paid a whopping $3 for it. And I am so excited about this. I found this in winter, and now that it's summer, this is so perfect. Shaved ice at home, fast and easy, Deluxe ICEPET ice shaver from Fuso Keigokin. So this little machine makes shaved ice for snow cones, ice desserts, and cocktails. But I thought I would test this machine and make 3 different versions of shaved ice, a little bit of an international panoply. I'm going to start with Japan with kakigori, then I'm going to go to Korea and make patbingsu, and then I'm going to go to Thailand and make a street vendor version of shaved ice. So super excited. Let's go ahead and unbox this and see what it looks like inside. Here we go. And here are the instructions. I wasn't able to find a date on this, but based on the graphic design and the imagery, I would say maybe the 60s. And this is how to use it. It's a pretty simple machine. So you can also adjust the blade so you can have thicker or thinner bits of ice. So this is what it comes with. The ICEPET itself, a couple tools here. This is to make adjustments for the blade, and this is a little wrench. And it comes with 2 of these molds. One of mine is in the freezer. You just take some water and fill this up. And what I've learned from experience, and it doesn't say in the directions, is to make sure to leave about 1/4 of an inch of space, because as you know, as water freezes, it expands and it lifts up the lid of this plastic. And actually one of mine is cracked, and I think that's what happened, is that it got overfilled. So we'll put the lid on there like that. It fits really nicely. And then place that in the freezer until it's completely frozen. At the bottom here is a suction cup that holds the whole ICEPET in place, because you're going to be using some force here, and the last thing you want is this thing to move. I'm going to push this lever down, and that engages the suction cup. And now it's not going anywhere. So you can see in the before and after, even with leaving it a little bit of headspace, this did bulge a bit. And what you do to release this is to run this under warm water, and then it melts some of the ice, and add some warm water into this hole as well, so it releases from there as well. I should also mention, if you like these kinds of videos, be sure to subscribe and check out the playlist of other vintage gadgets I've tested. There's so many very interesting and funny gadgets to check out. All right, let's get back to making the shaved ice. So we're gonna put our puck of ice in here, and there are 4 divots, and we're gonna line that up to the pegs in the handle. And that way the handle will hold a grip on it. Perfect. So the first shaved ice I'm going to make is kakigori. So kakigori is the Japanese version of shaved ice. There are a bunch of different toppings that you can put on. It's kind of similar to the Korean patbingsu. It usually has some sweetened adzuki beans. Today I'm going to be making a matcha, or a green tea version. Incidentally, this is not the first time I've made shaved ice. I've also made halo halo, which is the Pinoy or Filipino version of shaved ice. In that video, I used a very, very loud ice shaving machine, which I actually gave as a giveaway because it was just so crazy loud. I'm imagining this one's gonna be a lot quieter. Let's see. All right, here we go. It's not shaving. Why is it not shaving? Is it because my puck isn't flat? I just need to add more pressure. Yay, it's working. Okay, turn it. I think I'm actually gonna keep this machine. My boys are gonna love this. Yay! It's beautiful shaved ice too. Very, very fine shavings. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. So 1 puck looks to be enough for at least 1 serving. Oh, it's so light and fluffy. It's like snow. Snow, come get it, snow. For a minute there, I thought this wasn't gonna work, and I was really disappointed, but this is working beautifully. So this thing actually works beautifully. I think the trick is your ice has to be at the correct temperature. Let the ice melt a little bit and not be super icy cold straight out of the freezer, and it works beautifully. It just shaves it. It's so satisfying to use. Definitely the best ice shaver that I've ever used. Okay, so today, since I'm making a matcha kakigori, matcha of course is green tea powder, I have to make a matcha syrup. So we're gonna take some matcha powder. I'm gonna use about a half teaspoon. Now this powder is very, very, very fine and it is tricky to dissolve. About 3 teaspoons of sugar and mix that well. This will help kind of pulverize the powder a bit. And now we're gonna add some hot water. Spoons. Whoa, that is way too much. So this is what you want. You want a syrup. It's about 3 times as less water, just about a tablespoon of water as opposed to, you know, a quarter cup. But yeah, we all make mistakes. So then after you make your syrup, you're gonna place it in the refrigerator and allow it to cool. If it's hot, it's of course gonna melt your kakigori. I've got my beautiful mound of shaved ice. We're gonna take our matcha syrup, pour it over our shaved ice. Beautiful. Then we're gonna take our beans. These are adzuki beans that have been sweetened in syrup. Put some of those on top. Nice little mound. Get back here. Some of them will tumble. I'm gonna add some mochi, which are sweet little rice cakes. We're gonna add some sweetened condensed milk. Drizzle it all over. This is already sweet, but a little extra sweetness doesn't hurt. And then on top of that, we're gonna add our scoop of green tea ice cream. Oh yes. Alrighty, so here is my matcha kakigori. It's so stinking cute. Can't wait to tuck in this. I've never actually had this before, but I love all the components, so I don't see why I wouldn't love it. Itadakimasu. Oh man, that's so good. The first sensation you get is that really icy coldness that just is really popsicle-y refreshing, but then it has some of that milky component in there, so it's a bit reminiscent of ice cream, but the texture is much more like a popsicle or a granita. It's icier, so the sensation of cooling feels more intense, as opposed to ice cream, where the mouthfeel is really smooth. There's a little bit of bitterness in the matcha. The beans actually work really well. I know a lot of Westerners have a hard time with sweetened beans, but I love it. Texturally, it works really well too. You kind of get that soft, beany mush. It sounds terrible, but it really works with the ice. And then let's get a mochi in here. I think the mochi are my favorite. They're really bouncy and chewy and rubbery and elastic. And with the crunch of the ice, super playful. Okay, so next I'm gonna make patbingsu, which comes from Korea. So again, I have a nice bowl of shaved ice. I'm gonna dust soy powder. This is roasted soy powder. It has a delicious nutty flavor, kind of like peanut butter and tahini. Now I'm gonna add the red beans. So you can have bingsu so many different ways, with fruit, with jellies, with mochi, with beans, without beans, with ice cream. Now I'm gonna add some rice cakes, and we're gonna finish it off with a good drizzle of sweetened condensed milk. Alrighty, so let's give our patbingsu a taste. I've actually never had this before either. I'm gonna definitely grab a mochi in there. The mochi are the best part to me. I love the contrast of textures. Chewy, bouncy, with the crunchy, cold ice. What's really unique in terms of flavor for this particular shaved ice to me is the addition of the toasted soy flour. It is so nutty. It's almost like peanut butter. So for my last shaved ice recipe, we're going to visit Thailand. This time I have 2 bowls of shaved ice. Now, I am obsessed with street vendor videos. I love watching the performance of street vendors making their food. And there are lots of delightful ones of shaved ice. Now, I've watched my fill of them, so I'm going to be kind of mimicking their technique. I'm going to pack that down a little bit and pack this one down too. And then what I'm going to do is invert it onto this one. Okay, good. And the reason why we want the ice to be a little bit packed is because we're going to be dousing this in syrup. And the syrup I'm going to be using is this, a Thai beloved syrup. It's Hale's Blue Boy brand. It comes in 3 different flavors, and the pink syrup is sala flavor, which is short for salaka, which is a palm fruit. Now, as you can probably guess, this is artificially colored, and from the smell of it, artificially flavored as well. It smells actually a lot like cough syrup to me. I put some of the sala syrup into a bottle so I could distribute it evenly, and this is basically a Thai snow cone. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, look at that. We're gonna saturate the ice with this. That is so sexy. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're gonna do the same thing with the condensed milk. And drizzle that right on top. Now you can get all different kinds of toppings, lots of jellies, different kinds of fruit. For a little garnish, a little bit of mint. Alrighty, so let's taste the beautiful pink Sala infused shaved ice. Oh, that's nice. So refreshing and sweet. That condensed milk completely changes the shaved ice from just being popsicle-like to being more like ice cream. So delightful. So initially, while it smelled like cough syrup, it doesn't taste like cough syrup at all. It's got a little bit cherried, almost rose flavor to it, a little bit kind of floral flavor to it. And with the condensed milk, it's a lovely combination. So that was the ICEPET. I love this machine, love this. I'm sure you can find one on eBay if you are a shaved ice fan. I totally recommend this. Build quality is excellent. It's compact, won't take up a lot of room in your kitchen. It's so simple to operate, even your kids can use it. I'm gonna be using this at my son's birthday party. The kids are gonna love making their own snow cones. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Let's celebrate the world with shaved ice. Be sure to share this video with your friends. It really helps me out. Follow me on social media. And I shall see you in the next video. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye.